Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back into the #1 insurance show on YouTube. I am your host, the #1 agent, where we always have the insurance discussion. You can get insurance advice. We talk about funny subjects. We talk about how to get your claims paid. We talk about how to save money. We talk about how to pass the insurance exam. We even talk about certain things like what are some things that the industry is doing to change insurance in the future. So make sure you always follow us on all of the social media platforms: TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, X, where we have all of our short form content if you don't want to watch the long videos. The long videos are more just for me so I can have something to regularly put up, but I like to turn those into the short form. So, hey, it works for everybody. It gives me practice and it gives you a ton of content to listen and laugh to. So what we're going to talk about is this 4th of July weekend that is here. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to all that celebrate it, not just those here in America. We've got soldiers all over the great continent and all over the world. So let's talk about this. And what we're really wanting to talk about is that they go out there and they fight for our freedoms, and they've given us the freedom to actually do things, but some things shouldn't be done because they're just dumb. And when you're playing with fireworks, there are things that you should do to be responsible and make sure that you aren't being dumb. Let's take a look at this. Um, there's a youngin' out here. This is an alleged a criminal. I don't know if he actually did it, but let's take a look at what this youngin' did, being dangerous with the firework and not using it for what it was designed for. Let's go ahead. Dude caught a felony charge. Where's this video at? Oh, there we go. Let's get all the way back to the okay. So this youngin' right here decides he wants to throw a firework. Did you see it? He threw it in that man's car. It popped twice. Part of it hit the man in the face, and then the other part, caught and destroyed pieces of his car. But 5 years in prison for that act right there is what that young man got. Was it worth it? Did he have a good time? He probably did that night, but I'm sure he's crying right now in a cell block about, man, it really wasn't worth it. Popping a firework and now I'm Bubba's boyfriend. See, that's not where you want to end up. And then you don't always have to end up doing something stupid like that. You could do something as stupid as this because, like I said, these youngins, they're out here trying to do this for the TikTok and the gram. Let's look at this video.
Jackass.
Whoa, bro.
We're gonna hold this as long as possible.
Whoa, jackass, bro.
If my hand breaks off.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa, look. Yeah,
Knows the outcome. His hand could break
Oh
off.
my goodness, bro. He's going to tweak. Ooh! Ooh!
Look, people, I'm not one to try to just piss in your cornflakes. So I'm never going to tell you not to have a good time. I just say if you are out there playing with fireworks, be safe, be responsible. But I guess that's boring. I'll tell you something that's not boring. I saw this on the internet and I was like, oh my goodness, this gentleman has changed the game. Let me bring this to you right here. Oh man, we got some copyrighted music here. Let's cut that off. But this gentleman found a way to put a contraption onto a drone and turn it into a firework projectile launching machine. Now, I think this is very interesting. I think it's damn cool. But I'm sure this guy's breaking at least a handful of city and state laws, plus a minimum of 3 FAA drone regulations. But that is pretty cool. I'm not going to even lie. But if you're going to do that, at least be careful with it, right? Like, I hope he's being careful. I don't know where he is. I don't know how high he is above the roof lines on these homes. But again, responsibility and be careful. All right, let's move on to our next example. This is one of the reasons I think most insurance claims are filed during the 4th of July and New Year's Eve celebrations is because people don't understand fireworks safety. And it all starts with that launching tube. Hold on. Line. Stop. Let's take a look. So you see this launch tube sitting here in the middle of the street? What do you see? There's not people around it, right? So that seems to be safe. But what's missing? Something to ensure that that launch tube does not fall over from recoil. These things have enough power to kick a firework projectile hundreds of feet in the air. There's going to be some recoil, and without that weight there, this is what you end up with. Exactly. And that could be completely avoided. All you got to do is just take the time to go grab a 5-pound weight. It wouldn't even take 5 pounds, maybe 2, but you got to put something on there to keep that recoil from falling over and damaging people's homes. Now, think about this. Some people are just standing around and get injured from being too close to fireworks. I've got a video that I saw where this girl was getting a great selfie. Let's take a look at it. She was getting the greatest picture of all time. She almost lost her hair and a breast. Can you believe that? She almost lost her hair and a breast. She was in the process of getting one of the greatest fireworks selfies ever seen. Look at this. Boom! Inches. She had to grab it. She felt the heat get so close to her. She knows how close it was, but she can laugh at it now because nothing happened. But fire is nothing to play with, especially fireworks. If you have the time, go back and look up the Michael Jackson hair burn. Michael Jackson used to wear a jerry curl, so he had chemicals in his hair, but he actually got lit on fire from just some remnants of a spark of a flame that popped at one of his concerts. Let's take a look at this video right here, because this is another incident of someone possibly getting injured by just standing around. Oh yeah, this was a mom that uploaded this video. Hold on, I've got to pause this. I've got to pause this and give a warning really quick. A mom uploaded this video and said that the neighbor is irresponsible, hit our 5-year-old, and this is the second year in a row that this happens. Now, I would have assumed after year 1, I would have had more caution, but I can guarantee you after year 2, nobody's going to mess with this neighbor. Let's take a look at this. I can see the parents and the child in the driveway. You see that bar? And it explodes right there in front of them. Go back and watch that one more time. Go back and watch that one more time. See this? As soon as the fireworks start, I heard about these launching balls and cars. But let's watch it. Here we go. Fireworks start. Everybody takes off running and screaming. Now, we don't know exactly what happened there, but we can clearly see that something did happen. Let's hope that everyone involved in that is okay. So, with all that being said, again, I'm not here to piss on your cornflakes. I want you to go have a good time. Enjoy your 4th of July. Happy Independence Day weekend. I'm going to go enjoy it myself. I told you, I thought that drone was pretty cool. I'd like to have one of those if I could legally do it. But the thing is, it's always going to come down to safety and responsibility. Now, when I never understood fireworks and going out and purchasing them. I found a video, and I want to show this to you because I want your opinion on this. Let's go ahead and add this to the stage.
Is what $200 buys you for fireworks in
Crazy
Missouri.
woman, you out
I'm
of your
curious
mind.
what everybody can get in their states. So comment down below and tell me how much you could get for $200.
Well, I'll tell you this: I'm not going to spend any $100 on fireworks. Why? Because I'm not going to spend $100 for 2 minutes worth of pleasure like that. I'll go watch the city that I live in do it. Now, if I lived in a rural area, a country where it probably rained the day before and I didn't have a lot of stuff, see, I'm going to take the responsible and safe route. But $200 to go in the middle of my street and shoot up fireworks that's going to give me 10 minutes, I'd watch the other neighbors do it before I go spend $200-300 on that. Well, what I don't get though is how people are saying they're willing to spend that kind of money on these fireworks, right? But let's look at what this damage can do. $200 worth of fireworks can do this kind of damage, right?
Today's
Look at this.
episode of How Fucked Up is Fucked Up. That's fucked up. And that's fucked up. And fucked up.
Yeah, $200 worth of fireworks. You lose two vehicles and your family home. Sure was worth it, wasn't it? Or how about this? You end up like that Jason Pierre-Paul dude that played for the New York Giants. Fireworks are dangerous, people. Again, just be safe, be responsible, and enjoy your 4th of July weekend.